Recasting Snow for Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, 10 actors who could play him. It is expected that President Coriolanus Snow will play a role in the upcoming book and movie The Hunger Games. Sunrise on the Reaping, necessitating a recast. Donald Sutherland, an acclaimed actor in his lifetime and the first to play President Snow, sadly passed away in June 2024. Sutherland was 88 years old, while Snow is 58 at the time of the 50th Hunger Games. Therefore, it is possible that the producers were already planning to recast. Snow was also played at 18 years old by Tom Blyth in The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Confirmed to take place 40 years after The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Sunrise on the Reaping will depict Hamish Abernathy's victory in The Hunger Games. Snow still looms large over the story, already the tyrannical president of Panem. The Hunger Games franchise may be counted among Sutherland's best movies because of the fascinating character he plays. Both Sutherland and Blyth portrayed a corrupt politician with a deeply pessimistic view of the world, driving his tactics of manipulation and terror, presenting a challenging task for the next actor to play him. Ralph Fiennes is one of those legendary actors who most people would assume can do pretty much anything. His career demonstrates a wide range of genre and character variety. Things like The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and The Grand Budapest Hotel demonstrate the quirkier side of his acting talents, portraying characters who act like they are grounded in a bizarre world. Fiennes' status as a villain actor is even more noteworthy, having played the main antagonist of the landmark movies Schindler's List and Lord Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies. It was recently announced that the Hunger Games franchise is continuing its prequel format with Sunrise on the Reaping, which would explore Panem and its second quarter quell, thus opening the door for an origin story for District 12's Hamish. A recent report indicated that Challenger's star Mike Faist was being eyed for the role. The franchise fans continue to throw other names out as ideas. While Cobra Kai's Tanner Buchanan is certainly a great idea, House of the Dragon's Tom Blyth is a compelling choice due to his compelling acting and physical resemblance to Woody Harrelson. The Harry Potter movies don't delve into the psychology of Voldemort as much as they could because of time constraints, but it can be assumed that Fiennes would play a mentally complex version of Snow. Sutherland previously portrayed a subtle character arc and conveyed much within a few lines of dialogue. Fiennes would be a strong choice to play Snow given his known talent, and would live up to the gravitas of the character and his machinations during the timeline of Sunrise on the Reaping. Alternatively, Sunrise on the Reaping may opt for the approach of casting a known actor as Snow, but not someone who is already a living legend, allowing the character to not be overshadowed by the name. Joel Edgerton has appeared in a lot but is decidedly not as famous as Sutherland or Fiennes. However, he has played some complex antagonistic roles in movies such as The Great Gatsby, Boy Erased, and The Gift. Yet he has always been an understated, reliable choice for many different roles. Edgerton's best roles include the more down-to-earth characters of Falstaff in The King and Owen Lars in Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's interesting about Snow's backstory in The Hunger Games is that he did not have everything handed to him. He actually has more in common with Katniss than she ever realizes, having experienced poverty and been ruthlessly determined to get where he is. Edgerton would be a good choice to play Snow because he has experience with characters similar to those on both sides of Panem's conflict, perspectives which all contribute to the president's mentality. Rhys Ifans has led a long and storied career. Some of his most famous roles are so entrenched in comedy that no one is going to pretend they have anything to do with his potential to play Snow. However, his role as Otto Hightower in House of the Dragon is as close to Snow as anyone could hope to get. Ifan's performance as Otto is spectacular because of how he conveys careful calculation and nuance with each line. He maintains a facade of reason and even compassion, but everyone knows he means to win the Game of Thrones. Ifans could basically play Otto all over again in Sunrise on the Reaping, perhaps delving into a new facet of Snow's character with how his family plays into his ambitions. Otto's character has the added complexity of his family being part of his schemes, leaving people wondering if he would ever prioritize his children's happiness over the Iron Throne. Interestingly, this has some bearing on Snow's life. Snow has a granddaughter in the Hunger Games, but nothing is ever said about his marriage or children.